What's good, everybody? And welcome back to another episode of the Trade for Yourself podcast, where my mission here is very simple. I just want to help you learn how to trade for yourself. Please like, please subscribe, please share the episode. I really, truly appreciate it. Anything discussed in this episode is not financial advice. Please do your own research before investing in any stock. This episode is going to be about bull versus bear. And bull versus bear just describes market sentiment. And market sentiment just tells us how investors feel about the stock market as a whole or about companies in general. So where does bull versus bear come from? So if you're a bull, that means you believe a stock is going up or you believe the market in general is going up. If you're a bear, you believe that a stock is going down or you believe the market in general is going down. So where did those terms come from? So when bulls attack, bulls strike up. When bears attack, bears strike down. So that's how you get the bull versus bear terminology. So why would somebody be bullish about the market or about a company? For me, I'm always going to be bullish on the stock market over the long term because I believe companies in the stock market are going to make money over the long term in general. The biggest companies, the best companies. For me, it doesn't really make sense to be bearish on the stock market over the long term. However, I am a bear at heart. The reason why I'm a bear at heart is because I love it when the market comes down because I can be able to get assets and stocks on sale. If you could ask a sneakerhead if they could get the Hyper Royal ones in a size 12 for less than $100, I bet you they'd jump on it immediately because those shoes are probably running about $500 a piece on StockX. You can't get your hands on them. That's the same thing if I could get Apple for less than $100, if I could get AMD for less than $100, if I could get Microsoft for less than $250. Like, that's the type of stuff I'm thinking about when I say that I'm a bear at heart. I love being able to get assets on sale. Always remember this. Be fearful when others are greedy and be greedy when others are fearful. When everybody is being euphoric, when everybody feels like the market is just going to the moon, you may want to be a little fearful and be on edge. When everybody is yelling Armageddon, apocalyptic situations and stuff like that, that's when you need to be going into the market and loading up as much as you can. Let's look at some reasons why I'll be bullish on a company. I'll be bullish on a company if they are able to grow revenue and grow profit year over year and have the ability to sustain that over a long period of time. I would also be bullish on a company if it has a strong moat. Now, what is a moat? M-O-A-T. A moat is pretty much just a competitive advantage that you have in the marketplace that is hard to take away. So, for example, let's take Steph Curry, the greatest shooter of the basketball of all time. His competitive advantage is his ability to be able to shoot. Nobody can take away his ability to shoot. Steph Curry is going to be able to get his points and be able to score the basketball. You can't stop him. He's undeniable in that realm. Okay, now let's talk about Apple. Apple has what investors refer to as a switching mode. Now, what is a switching mode? That's pretty much when new people come into the Apple ecosystem and they stay there for the rest of their lives and they never leave. There's a statistic out there that 97% of new Apple users will stay with Apple for a lifetime. That means when you get the phone, now you're getting the MacBook, now you're getting the iPad, now you're getting the Apple TV, now you're getting Apple Fitness Plus, now you're getting to all of these services, and that's how Apple is able to monetize over their users over the long term, right? And another reason why I will be bullish on a company is that they have strong management, a strong CEO that is competent in that industry, right? If they've been in that particular industry for a long time and they know the lay of the land, I can feel good putting my trust behind this person and being able to grow the business over the long term. What has the stock price increase been since the CEO has been in place? Because at the end of the day, the goal for the CEOs is to add value to shareholders. Let's look at some reasons why investors will be on the bearish side. Now, in terms of the market in general, it could be because the economy is slowing down. The jobs numbers are going down and the unemployment numbers are increasing at the same rate. At the same time, inflation could be rising, and so it could cost more to produce goods, and so that could eat into a company's revenue and a company's profit. So let's talk about why would investors be bearish on a stock. Simply put, investors will be bearish on a stock because of poor management. The CEO does not have experience in the industry, and it is hurting their products, hurting their services, and they're not able to provide value to shareholders. So let me give you an example. Let's talk about Intel. Intel is a semiconductor company that manufactures and designs chips, okay? And pretty much, in my opinion, you need an engineer running this company because an engineer understands the high technology and they understand how technology needs to progress in order to be able to grow the business. So Intel had a CEO by the name of Bob Swan. Bob Swan has a bachelor's degree in business administration and he has an MBA. Nowhere in that description I just gave you says anything about engineering. But the problem is that Intel's competitors, AMD and Nvidia, are ran by engineers. Lisa Su is an engineer. Jensen Huang is the founder and CEO of Nvidia, who is an engineer. And since they have been at the helm of these companies, they have been growing their businesses, growing the industry, and they have been taking market share away from Intel. So Intel had to fire Bob Swan and hire Pat Gelsinger, who was an engineer who used to work at Intel, left Intel and went to VMware, and then came back to Intel to run the company. His goal is to try to get Intel back in its former glory. But the problem is that AMD and Nvidia are so much further ahead in terms of innovation in the semiconductor industry, it's going to be extremely hard for Intel to be able to catch up. This shows that if you are not able to innovate, if you are not able to get new products, new services, if you're not able to grow your revenue and grow your profit, and you're losing market share to your competitors, that is a good sign that you may want to be bearish on a stock and move your money into a different company or a different industry, depending on how that industry, sector, company, whatever is performing. At the end of the day, bulls and bears are always fighting with each other in the market. They're always fighting over market sentiment. Is the market bullish? Is the market bearish? Is a stock bullish? Is a stock bearish? There's so many things that we have going on in the market, but we as investors have to be able to sift through the weeds and be able to actually understand what we're looking for when we actually want to be able to invest in a business. So, as always, I thank you all for stopping by and listening to the episode, okay? Please like, please subscribe, please share. Let me know if you're a bull or if you're a bear. Let me know some companies you're bullish on or some companies that you're bearish on so I can break down those companies in later episodes and later videos. As always, don't pay for it. Trade for it. I'm going to catch y'all on the next one.